welcome back. This is my number one hive. It has been my strongest hive. This April it will be 4 years I've had this hive. So I've got one deep down here, another deep here, queen excluders here. I'm still carrying a medium super. I was so afraid of losing this hive last year. Last year was not a good year for me. Wasn't a good year for most of the beekeepers in the area. I was so afraid of losing this hive that I left them nearly a full super of honey on there, plus their normal honey stores. And as I mentioned earlier, I'm having a mold issue. We got mold all over the outside of this box, you can see here. And I painted this box, it's about September. I came out here and repainted it. This bottom box was never intended to be a brood chamber. That was given to me by a friend to carry some spare frames around in, because it was cracked, messed up, not worth using. Somehow it has wound up being the base for this hive. This year I need to replace the bottom board and this bottom box on it. So all that'll have to be done this year. But I'm going to feed these bees up and split them because they have been my best bees to date. So we'll drop the strap off of them. Let's have a look, see what's inside. Again, no beetles, but a few errant bees here and there. So I'm going to set that right there for them. My beetle trap, I am going to check it. And if you don't use beetle blasters, or the equivalent, there are a couple different brands. You really ought to. Run this out. Alright, so medium frame, not completely drawn out. Pull this up so you can see it a little bit better. Only partially drawn comb. And I don't know if you can see, but this one is a really good example of how angled these cells are. So I'm going to straight onto the camera, then tilt it, then back straight on. So you can see this honeycomb is not straight into the comb. It's down at an angle. Most people don't realize that until they start getting into beekeeping. All right, so I'm going to pull this off. I'll set it right over here. Alright, so queen excluder, same exercise as a while ago. And when you're trying to take these beetle blasters out, be careful. The plastic on them are thin. I'm not sure about the other brands, but I use actual beetle blaster brand. And I have cut these things with my hive tool. As I go to break the propolis that's glued it down, you can go in a little too aggressive and cut that in through there. And it comes out and it dumps oil in your hive. And that's a bad day right there. Especially if you're a bee. Lots of honey in here. I did not need to leave that honey in that super over the winter. I'll know that next time. This one, all these things are still full of honey. I don't know that beating them up will help them. But, give it a shot. One good thing about working in the woods, plenty of fuel fruiter smokers right at hand. Instant smoker fuel. And again, I'm using the same kind of top feeder. Honey goes on one side, bees come on the other side. Hardware cloth separates the two. They can climb on that, they can climb on this side, and you can't see on video, I'm sure it's difficult to tell, this divider wall where the bees come up through here. They climb over this wall, and it is lined as well with a hardware cloth so they can get a grip on that. They can climb down the back side of it, across the top, and down this side. All inside here. That way you don't drown a lot of bees. And you can also fill this thing up without having to worry about a smoker. I can come out here, I don't even have to suit up or anything. Come out here, pop the top off, pour in some sugar water, close it up, I'm done. The other thing that I need to do is a really strong hive, but I do need